Shooting just revealed shocking detail their camera caught. Muslim cop is done. The brutal death of Justine Diamond last Saturday in Minneapolis shocked the nation. Diamond, an Australian native and engaged teacher, called the police to where she was eventually shot and killed because she thought someone else might have been in danger. Apparently Diamond suspected that a rape might be taking place and called 911. When the police car pulled up, she approached the driver's side, unarmed and in her pajamas. Officer Mohammed Nur, who was in the passenger seat, shot across his partner, rookie Matthew Harity, and fatally wounded Diamond, who died minutes later. Nur, who refuses to speak about the incident, was the Minneapolis poster child for a Muslim immigrant working on the police force. Not only does his religion make him suspicious, but the fact that none of the cameras in the car or on the officer's persons were in use at the time the incident took place. Also the fact that the victim was the one that called the police and was unarmed. So what really happened? We thought that we might never find out, but while the officers didn't have their cameras on, a witness has come forward that has at least a partial recording of the incident from a video camera on his bicycle. Obviously, the officer's fail-safe of not recording the incident is now taken away, and this loyal Muslim who shot an unarmed woman is going to have a lot to answer for. Now prosecutors will have what they need to make the guilty pay for their crimes. Via Daily Mail. A witness on a bicycle may have vital video evidence of the fatal shooting which left Australian woman Justine Diamond dead on a Minneapolis street. The Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, BCA, investigators have spoken to a person who bicycled past the scene and may have recorded a video. This individual was seen bicycling eastbound on West 51st Street immediately before the shooting and stopped at the scene and watched as the officers provided medical assistance to Justine Ruzchik, said the BCA in a statement. A source in possession of direct knowledge of the investigation confirms the witness caught part of the fatal encounter on video, the Star Tribune reported. Mohammed Nur, the police officer who fired the fatal shots, is yet to break his silence. Officer Nur's attorney has not provided any update about when, if ever, an interview would be possible, the BCA said. Under the law, the BCA cannot compel the testimony of the officer. Just hours after the Minneapolis police chief was forced to resign on Friday over the fatal shooting of an Australian woman, outraged protesters took over the mayor's City Hall press conference and called for her resignation. "We do not want you as our mayor," a protest yelled at Mayor Betsy Hodges, who asked for the resignation of Police Chief Janie Harta following the police-involved shooting death of Justine Diamond on Saturday night. "You have been ineffective as a leader and we want you to take your staff with you because they have terrorized us enough," the man yelled as protesters in the room called for justice for Justine. "I have heard you, and I have listened," Mayor Hodges said as she attempted to calm the crowd, but she was immediately interrupted as the man continued to yell, "You have failed us since you've been in office. Stop killing us." The crowd of protesters then started chanting, "Bye, bye Betsy," as the mayor was escorted out of the press conference. Justine Diamond was killed Saturday night after calling 911 to report a possible sexual assault near her home in South Minneapolis, when responding officer, Mohammed Nur, shot her from his squad car. "Justine didn't have to die. This should not have happened," Harta said in a press conference on Thursday. In a statement posted to the police department's website earlier on Friday, Harta said, "I've decided I am willing to step aside to let a fresh set of leadership eyes see what more can be done for the MPD to be the very best it can be." Last Saturday's tragedy, as well as some other recent incidents, have caused me to engage in deep reflection, Harta said in her statement. "Despite the MPD's many accomplishments under my leadership over these years and my love for the city, I have to put the communities we serve first." Earlier on Friday, Mayor Hodges issued a statement immediately after Harta resigned, saying she asked for the chief to step down. "As far as we have come, I've lost confidence in the chief's ability to lead us further, and from the many conversations I've had with people around our city, especially this week, it is clear that she has lost the confidence of the people of Minneapolis as well," Hodges said. "For us to continue to transform policing, and community trust in policing. We need new leadership at MPD, the statement read. In conversation with the chief today, she and I agreed that she would step aside to make way for new leadership. I asked Chief Hardo for her resignation, she tendered it, and I have accepted it, Hodges said. The mayor also announced her nomination for the new police chief. I will nominate current Assistant Chief Medaria Rondo Ridento as Minneapolis' next police chief, she said. Damond was at home Saturday night when she called 911 to report a noise and a possible assault in an alley near her home. Diamond has been described by everyone as being a kind person with a desire to help everyone she could. Her life was cut short by someone who at the very least grossly misused their power, and at worst was carrying out a personal religious vendetta, and we let it happen. We as Americans have been bullied into thinking that tolerance must be worshipped as the holy grail of attributes to attain, and we let someone with violence indoctrinated into him have a gun and be set loose on the streets. Justice dictates that this man pays for his crimes. Reason and logic demand that we face the facts about how this happened and make sure it never happens again. Share if you think Nur should have to pay for his crimes. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.